Hey reporters, it's Elise in DC here to walk you through our new functionality, how to do a Q&A style post. You'll notice here I've already put the text of a Q&A into my visual editor. I would recommend that you do the same, that when you have a Q&A, you go ahead and transcribe it right here in the visual editor and don't type it into Word and bring it in. So from here, you'll notice that I didn't do any styling. I didn't add a Q in front of the question. I also didn't bold the question. And the reason why is because our system does that for you. So it's really simple to do. I'll walk you right through starting now. So this is a Q&A between Alan Sepinwall, television writer, and David Simon, the creator of The Wire, about the final season of The Wire. So come up with a good headline as you would for anything else. I'm going to do Q&A. Maybe I'll do an ampersand. Alan Sepinwall talks. Okay, so your headline's in, the conversation is in, and note that when you transcribe a conversation between you and the subject, that you do not note that who's talking, because you should know that, and so don't do any of this. This is bad. So no, don't do that. Why? Because this is how you'll mark a question. You'll just highlight the whole question, and then use Q for question, mark it. Bam. Answer, same thing. So I'm going to go through. You'll notice this didn't go quite as I wanted. You want to make changes so that the A and the answer show up in the same line, so I just did that by backspacing. Again, question. This is the answer. When you actually are the interviewer, it'll be easier to tell which ones are questions and which ones are answers. But I'm just going through, highlighting, marking question, highlighting, marking answer. Notice all the styling is happening automatically. You do not need to go here and bold or go here and change the format. You change it all through highlighting and using the Q&A buttons. This part of the interview gets a little bit confusing because David Simon starts asking questions of the interviewer. But you'll get it. This I'm calling a question even though it's an answer to the subject's question, but it'll make sense in the scheme of things. And bam, I'm done. So you'll do your typical post category marking and tagging as you would for anything else. I'll go ahead and call this business. I'll tag it with David Simon, Alan Sepinwall, The Wire. I think this is an important enough interview that I will mark it national. And since this isn't any sort of content type that's different, I don't need to mark it there. And I will publish. And you'll see how it looks. It looks a little bit different on the actual site than it does in the visual editor, so I want to show you that. As long as my computer connects here. And here we go. There it is. So you'll see these Q's and A's get marked in, and the questions and answers are clear. So that's how you format a question and answer. You'll notice that I forgot to do a jump in here. Don't forget your jumps. If you have other questions, you can contact me. And if you run into a bug, be sure to note it on the help site. Okay, thanks everybody.